Hello, and welcome
Hey,
to our newest Gullah Chat. The last one that we did, I had the president and CEO of the Gullah Festival, Roy, with me, Roy Thomas Hicks. And today I have Aunt Pearlie Sue with me. So, Aunt Pearlie Sue, just wave and say hello to the people
hey,
virtually.
hey.
Perfect, perfect. Well, I told you last time that we were going to be doing some, adding videos to the YouTube channel as we led
Mhm.
up to the Gullah Festival. So that is exactly what we're doing. So Aunt Pearlie Sue, if you are not familiar with her, then you have never been to a Gullah Festival. And then shame
Mhm.
on you, because Aunt Pearlie Sue is a Gullah Festival staple. She is there every year, just doing her entertainment thing, her storytelling thing. And I have her on here tonight because I want her to talk about the Gullah Kinfolk. I'm Pearlie Sue and the Gullah Kinfolk. So I'm Pearlie Sue. Just first of all, tell us, who are the Gullah Kinfolk?
Well, quite a few of them are my kinfolk.
Okay.
Number one, some of them are former students of mine, and now their children. Um, some are former colleagues when I was in the teaching field. Some of the quite a few of them are educators, for retired educators. Um, and we love what we do, and that's preserving our Gullah culture. Mhm.
Okay, so speaking of what you do, during the Memorial Day weekend, you are going to be, well, you and the Gullikin book are going to be doing a Decoration Day play, and
Mhm.
that's going to be at the college, University of SC of South
South,
Carolina.
right. Yeah, University of South Carolina, Beaufort campus, at the Center for the Performing Arts.
Perfect. And so what can people expect to see? Now, like, and I mentioned on our last video, folks, that the people who are working the Gullah Festival are volunteers. I'm one of those people. So unfortunately, I've never been able to see this amazing play because all the days leading up to it, I'm getting ready, for you.
Mhm.
But what can you tell the people to expect when they come to see
Mhm.
the Decoration Day play?
But I'm gonna just say this to you: on Wednesday night, we'll be doing a full dress rehearsal, so you can come and peep, get a little peep anyway on Wednesday night. But what we do is we bring Gullah history alive on stage. And for me, growing up, Decoration Day was one of the most exciting times for me. Uh, you literally could not drive the streets by Decoration Day because that's how many colored folks would come home. We didn't necessarily come home for 4th of July, but Decoration Day was an important part of our tradition, and that's honoring the deceased, and especially those that paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country's freedom. And so we bring all that history alive. We take you to, uh, of course, West Africa is our connection. We want folks to always remember that. And coming right into the time of the transatlantic slave trade. So we bring a little bit of that in, but then we bring you right on up to about 1950, 55 at one of the Black churches that Sunday before Decoration Day. And everybody's excited talking about, getting everything prepared for the parade participants. The carnival has arrived in town. The juke joints are cranking up their juke boxes. Some of the juke joints had actually had dancing around the clock, so bands would play about 4 hours, and then another band would come, and all folks cooking all of their dishes to sell because you had food vendors that would be up and down the streets, and so everybody's the whole community is humming, and folks early Decoration Day morning, people would be arriving on steamboats, and the up train, down train used to come here from Augusta, Georgia, and people would be coming down 5, 6 o'clock in the morning in evening gowns and zoot suits. We dressed to the T. Um, and those who could not make it would actually line the railroad tracks just to see those that had the privilege of coming here. And it was one of the largest celebrations in the United States at that time. And so we bring all of that history and all that excitement, we bring it alive through musical theater on stage. So you don't get to just come see a show. You actually get to experience what Decoration Day was, even down to maybe tasting some of the foods that would have been prepared to be for sale. So we try to give you that experience. So when you leave here, you leave out dancing, singing, and knowing that you had a good time, even at the Juke Joint, the Silver Slipper Supper Club, or the Carnival. Um, Silas Green from New Orleans Carnival would come, and the Carnival would be here for 2 weeks. So yeah, you experience all of that. Mm-hmm.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait to get a peek of the dress rehearsal. Just imagine what they're gonna get to see. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, oh yeah, okay. So, there is something in the Gullah Festival. Well, that's a part of the Gullah Festival, and we call it the
Mm-hmm.
Gullah Village. Okay. So now the Gullah Village is located on the inside of the park. So can you
Mm-hmm.
tell the people a little bit about what they can expect in the Gullah Village? You know,
Yes, yes,
what can they
yes.
look forward
I'm
to?
glad you asked.
I
I
know,
know inquiring minds want to know.
I
We
know.
are excited about our Gullah Village, and one of the things we want to be known for is we want people to enjoy the entertainment, and we have an awesome lineup of entertainers coming in, storytellers, bands, singers, dancers, you name it. We got them coming in, but we also have sort of an educational part of what we do. In the Gullah Village brings together some of those artists and artisans and different things that would have been a part or still is a part of our community. So we have quilters that are coming in, and we have basket weavers, a crochet a person that's a crochet artist. Um, we have this year we've added even another dimension of the Gullah Village, artisans that would have been part of the Gullah Geechee community during the Revolutionary War time. So we have a blacksmith that's coming in. We have a woodworker that's coming in, indigo dye artist, rice farmer who actually still grows Carolina gold rice here. So all of that's here. People can come and they can register for workshops to go do workshops and do a make it and take it project. So we're excited about that. We also have in the Gullah Village, we have some help organizations. So if people need, blood pressure checks, that kind of stuff. NAMI, the National Alliance for Mental Illnesses, they're going to be there to give people information that, they may help some folks. And so they're also part of our Gullah Village. So we're excited about that. And of course, we have, like I said, visual artists that's going to be there. We're going to have some face painting for the kids. Part of our Gullah Village, we have a kitty village. So, something that the kids can enjoy. And sometimes, the kids get to be 30 and 40 and 50 and 60. And so we're going to ask the adults, please don't be greedy with the basketball throw and stuff like that. And we do old fashioned games with the kids, games that the kids don't play anymore, but they get a chance to learn that. And so we're excited about what we have set up for the Gullah Village. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a
And a
lot
puppet show, yeah, all of that, all that.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of our nonprofits will be in the Gullah Village.
Gullah Village.
So
Mm-hmm.
we like to have the community involvement as well.
Right,
The
right,
festival belongs to everybody, it's
yeah.
for everybody. Let's see. Oh, we talked before we actually got on this interview, you were sharing that you were writing a new play. And so it
Mm-hmm.
just got me to thinking, why do you think it is so important to keep telling our stories? So I don't want you to talk about the play because
Mm-hmm.
it's not ready
Mm-hmm.
yet, but I'm just saying, why do
Mm-hmm.
you think it's so important to keep telling our stories?
We have to take ownership and responsibility for telling our story. A lot of times I hear people say, well, I didn't learn that in school. I didn't learn that. And, a lot of the other ethnic groups never depend on the school or somebody else to tell their story. Um, so, we get to have ownership and to tell it. There's a lot of fake and erroneous information out there. But if you don't stand up to tell your story, then silence give consent to lies. And so we want to make sure that we get to tell our story. And what people have to understand, history is not good or bad. There's not a value to, you understand what I'm saying? You can't put a, well, that's bad. History is what it is. Just even what we ate an hour ago is now history. Whether it was good for me or wasn't good for me, that's not the question.
Right.
But we have to know that we have to tell our story. And everybody has a story to tell, not just people like me who may be considered a professional storyteller and I do it for a living, but every story. You got elders in the community, you have elders in your family, even uncles and aunts. They don't have to be elders, but they may know something about grandma that you don't know. Sit down, ask questions, find out the history, your family history, because that's how when we weren't allowed to read and write, that's how we passed our history down through oral tradition. So we're just continuing to do what we've been doing. I'm not concerned about what and let me be careful how I say it. Folks are running, panicking about books that are being thrown out and our history being erased. The devil is a liar. Just think about the history that we know now about our foreparents that were here 100, 200 years ago when we didn't have the cyber world. We didn't have computers. We didn't have this kind of, and what are we finding out now? As hard as they tried to erase our history, as hard as they tried to erase our tradition, it's in our DNA. So the best way to get us to go and study about who we are is to tell us we can't do it or that you're going to try to erase it. And that's going to give us, well, let me see what they're trying to, let me see what they're talking about. Mm-hmm. Well, let me see. So whatever Satan means for evil, God will turn it into good. Yeah. And I just trust and I believe that. And if telling our history or telling people's history was not important, God wouldn't have dedicated a whole book of numbers. So and so begat so and so begat so and so begat Big Mama. Big Mama begat little Jewish begat Susie Q begat. So we got to tell it. And we're gonna continue to tell it. So you won't silence us, we won't stop. You can try to erase and rewrite and try to sugarcoat. It is what it is. And if we learn our history and even the mistakes, hopefully we won't have to repeat them. But that's why the children kept going around and around the mountain, because they didn't get the message the first time. Could have been to the promised land. But we plan to tell ours and continue to tell it. And see, so I challenge everybody. We got computers on our wrists now. So there's no excuse for us not learning our history, getting grandma, go ahead and talk. Just tell me how it was when you did it. Tell me what it was like. Tell me what your mama told you. Tell me what your mama told you. And just record it. And then send it back to yourself. When you send it back to yourself, it's all, I don't care if your computer crashes or whatever, it's always out there in cyber world. So yeah.
That's one thing I love about the Gullah Festival. People who come from all over can learn and take a little bit of something that they've learned back with them and turnkey that information. Mm-hmm. So, ladies and gents, I hope you have enjoyed this little piece of interview with Aunt Pearlie Sue regarding the Gullah Kinfolk and the Decoration Day play. Just keep in mind the dates of the festival. The festival begins on the 23rd. It's Memorial Day weekend. Ends on the
22nd. Don't forget Ilimu. We got Ilimu on the 22nd.
Right. That's like a special program. But like people who are planning for the festival weekend, like Memorial Day weekend, it's, I don't want to confuse anybody. So Ilimu is something that is a special program that is on the 22nd, but the actual, Gullah Festival is Memorial Day weekend, 23rd to the 25th. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Your tickets, you can get your tickets for the different events on the website, www.originalgullahfestival.org. And follow us on our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, and we have a YouTube channel. I say X like that because I haven't really been posting on X too much, so shame on me. But we do have those 4 social media platforms. So please Follow
Mm-hmm.
us, share, like, and subscribe all posts.
Mm-hmm.
And just you'll be updated on who is coming because
Mm-hmm.
you'll notice vendors and entertainers, if you just keep checking the social media platforms. So that's it. Do you have anything you would like to
Yeah.
leave the people of?
Well, let them know we premiere Decoration Day on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. That's the premiere. Um, and you can get your tickets on the original GullahFestival.org website or GullahKinfolk.org website. So please go get your tickets now. We still have a promotion going on until about the 15th, I believe. I can't remember exact. I'm losing my days now. Donna and I had to ask, is day Tuesday? Yes, it is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
But anyway, yeah. So go purchase your tickets now. You still have a little discount the day of the show. Uh, the week of the show, then there's no discount. So yeah, encouraging people to go ahead and buy. So we premiere on Thursday night, May 22nd, 7 p.m. or encore performance is on Saturday, May 24th at 3 p.m. It's at USCB, as University of South Carolina Beaufort campus, 805 Carteret Street in Beaufort, South Carolina. So go get your tickets.
Yeah, perfect. So if you come into town early on Thursday, you have something to do.
Yes, you
Okay.
do. Yes, you
So
do.
until we come back to our next Ungala chat, think about all of that. All right, you
Mhm.
guys. Be blessed, everybody. Bye on
Love
Pearly
you.
Scoop.
Love you. God bless.